Welcome to AI, the channel that skips the hype and gets real about artificial intelligence in business. And in this episode, we're looking at why the AI buzz has cooled off, what's frustrating business leaders, and more importantly, where the real practical wins are. Hello, and welcome back to our AI video blog, where we cut through the noise and get straight to what's actually going on with artificial intelligence. I'm Pete Weir.
And I'm John Prideaux, and I'm really looking forward to today's episode.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the post-hype AI landscape. Spoiler alert, it's less Black Mirror, more mildly frustrating software demo. What do you reckon, John?
Well, I think the approach we want to take is to gently calm expectations without completely dousing the excitement.
Brilliant. So let's start with the vibe, shall we? Just 6 months ago, you couldn't move for headlines promising AI would change life as we know it. How do you think business leaders are feeling now?
Well, I think it's taken a bit of a turn, Pete. I'm having more conversations where the mood's less wide-eyed optimism and more weary realism. People are still curious, but it's gone from game changer to take it or leave it. Not angry, just a bit disillusioned.
Sounds like a bad Tinder date. Expectations sky high, then reality hits.
Exactly that. But the issue isn't really AI itself. There's no question about the amazing things that it can do. It's more about how people are trying to use it, or rather over-engineer it.
Go on.
Well, I've seen IT departments and data teams responding to fairly straightforward requests, like, say, helping manage email triage, with solutions involving massive data lakes, costly infrastructure, and bespoke model training, when often there are perfectly decent tools already out there that could do the job in half the time and cost.
So, instead of popping down to B&Q for a hammer, they're trying to forge their own tools from scratch.
Spot on, and it's putting business users off. They start out excited, but when the solution ends up costing a small fortune and taking 6 months to deliver, the enthusiasm disappears, quite understandably.
What about the whole AI that sounds like a person trend? There's been a lot of buzz about that.
Yes, and it's fascinating tech, no doubt, but mostly useful for consumer-facing scenarios, customer service, personal wellness apps, even therapy. Businesses, though, they need utility over charm. And these ultra-human-like conversations are lovely to demo, but rarely solve day-to-day problems in the workplace.
So where should we be focusing our attention?
It's the unglamorous stuff that actually adds value, Pete. Things like, who should this email go to? Which process do I need to trigger? Is this contract up for renewal? These are the decisions that AI can handle very effectively. Maybe it's not very headline-worthy, but highly useful and achievable without blowing the budget.
It's like having a reliable assistant rather than a digital genius.
Precisely. And we've been exploring exactly those kinds of solutions, cost-effective, quick to deploy, and genuinely useful. I'm still really optimistic about what we can do with AI. It's much easier now to see what works and what's worth pursuing.
Sounds like the key is experimentation, but with a bit of common sense.
Exactly. Try, test, learn, but don't get seduced by complexity for its own sake. And if a business is stuck, sometimes it just needs an external perspective to see what's right in front of them.
And if someone's got a different take, maybe they still think the hype's valid.
Of course, if you've got the money and are prepared to take risks, you can reach for the big stuff. I'm always open to different viewpoints.
Well said. So, to sum up, AI isn't broken, just misapplied. Focus on what's simple, useful, and practical, and you'll still see results. John, thanks for the sanity check. Until next time, keep your goals realistic, your pilots small, and your tea strong. Cheers for listening.